Plus, tired of waiting, people living in Aurora's senior community take action after a deadly blast and more gas leaks.
Let's get a safety plan in place. Now let's do something.
The steps they're taking to protect their community.
Denver 7 starts right now.
It has been more than a week now, and tonight those same questions remain. What caused a deadly gas explosion in Aurora, and are homeowners in that neighborhood safe? Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Mustin.
And I'm Ann Trujillo. And people living at Heather Gardens want to know if their community is safe to live in after that home was leveled. And we want to know, too. Contact 7's Jennifer Kovaleski is live at that community tonight, and she was the one reporter invited to today's meeting where residents announced they are now taking their safety into their own hands. Jen?
Yeah, there were a lot of residents there today, and they really just want answers, and they want to know that they're safe and that something like this can't happen again here at Heather Gardens. More than a week after this deadly gas explosion shook the Heather Gardens community.
Good morning, everybody.
Dozens of concerned seniors.
This is beyond what I expected.
Filled this nearby hotel to do what neighbors do best.
We need to stick together on this, all right?
Sticking together to make sure their community is safe.
Let's get a safety plan in place. Now let's do something.
And everyone is aware, if and when there is another gas leak.
The leak on Tuesday, leak on Wednesday, leak on Friday, and then the explosion, all right? There was another gas leak yesterday.
Something many homeowners learned for the first time at this meeting.
How many of you heard about it?
Rita Crompton is determined to change that.
This little pad of paper is what's going to go around.
She's putting together a private email list to send out updates and urging everyone to get on Nextdoor.
That's one thing if they decide to stay. It's another thing when they didn't know.
Residents tell us no one was evacuated before the explosion, even though radio traffic shows fire crews were on scene more than an hour before the blast.
Heather Gardens, Engine 11, Tower 6, Battalion 2, on a gas leak.
Linda Champ knows because she lives right across from the blast zone.
Fireman knocked on our door and said there's a gas leak, which obviously we could smell it. And he said, just kind of stick around.
While there are still plenty of questions.
Yes, ma'am.
And the investigation into what caused the explosion is still weeks from being completed. This was about neighbors helping neighbors until the truth comes out.
You've got to pay attention. You've got to look out for each other. You've got to speak up. And that's the way to keep each other safe.
The Public Utilities Commission has already asked that all underground work be stopped here at Heather Gardens until they figure out exactly what happened. There was also a lot of anger at that meeting at Comcast. That's because Comcast had hired a third-party contractor who was out here laying new fiber optic lines. And many believe that that is what caused the gas leak and may have caused the explosion. We don't know that yet because the investigation is still ongoing. A lot of questions and a lot of things that we will be continuing to look at as we get further along in this investigation. For now, we're live in Aurora. I'm Jennifer Kovaleski for Denver 7.